Okay, so real quick, we just gonna act like Kirito's cousin didn't know who he was in the second season of Sword Art Online, because like it's not really clicking with me how she didn't know that that was her cousin she was falling in love with. How did you really think this was another guy named Kirito? You know, you being a VR gamer, you wanted to be into video games to get closer to your cousin who was trapped in a video game that was life or death. So you know what his screen name was because he literally got the credit for saving everyone in said video game against Heathcliff. So Kirito is a famous name amongst gamers now, and especially when you're in a VR world that's built off of Sword Art Online, you've heard the name Kirito before. You know who Kirito is. How did she mistake Kirito for anybody other than her cousin? And then when she found out she was falling in love in the game with her cousin, she was all shocked and stuff. But literally, I can understand why Kirito didn't know, because her in-game avatar looked nothing like her. But Kirito's avatar looked like Kirito. Like, he looked like Kazuto. It's just insane. It's really insane. I understand that in Gun Gale, if it was Gun Gale, if they were in Gun Gale, then it would make sense because Kirito had the long black hair and all of that. He had all that going. He looked more feminine. But in what was it called? Elfheim Online? In Elfheim Online, it makes no sense for her not to realize that this is her cousin that she's falling in love with. And then she wanted to take it back after she had already fallen in love with the guy. Like, you really falling for a dude that helped you just a little bit? Just a little bit. He helped you out just a little bit. And then when you find out this is Kirito, you're like, oh, wow. Dang, oh man, oh no, I'm gonna log off real quick and go cry about it. Bro, come on now. You should have known that. When that man trained, when you and him trained with those wooden sticks out there in the dojo, you should have known that, hey, this is my cousin in the game, because this is the same stance. Just blah, 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 blah. Like, come on. You talk about his stance. You literally made a point to talk about his stance when they were practicing IRL. And he uses the same stance in the game. So how does she not put two and two together before she eventually did? Like, it took her way too long to figure out that that was her cousin. I know it's Japan, and I know that they get down like that sometimes, but that was just weird. And I'm venting. Let me stop venting. I'll catch you guys in the next video.
Got the moments where I'm moody. Y'all was judging me like Judy. Base my story off like Rudy's. Push your statement off like cooties. Talking about a rapping god. I hear the beats and hear a beauty. That's a plot, now here's a twist.